All right, guys, what's going on? Good evening. It's a Monday evening. We are in a special restaurant right now. This is La Cambio. It's on Coney Island Avenue in Midwood, Brooklyn, and we're here with some special guests. We have owner Ruby Buckris right in the back. How are you? We got executive chef Jose Soto, extremely popular within the kosher industry. And we have guest chef, celebrity chef Madison Cowan, who's here for a week, and it's exciting stuff. I heard that Chef Madison Cowan is going to be here for a week, pretty much just this whole week or next week as well.
A little bit.
We'll see. All right. So these guys are a tag team. These guys are a dynamic duo who are going to be, doing some fantastic dishes this week. So I want to get right into it. Ruby, first of all, how are you? Good. How's the restaurant going? Are you, you're loving it, huh? All right, good. So we haven't slept, and we got to put more pressure on him, huh? Doesn't have enough stress. Very nice. All right, and so Jose,
hey,
it's good to see you again.
Hello.
What's going on?
Good.
Yeah, exciting. A lot of exciting people, by the way, are loving your dishes.
Food.
People are excited about some of the creations you brought to Midwood, so thank you.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate that. All right, so Chef Cowan. I heard a little bit of your resume. If you can tell the folks out here what your kind of your background and what we have in store for the customers this week.
Well, I'm just a ragamuffin from Brixton, I am. Yeah.
Cool accent. What's that?
No, I'm in New York now. I'm from London 7 years, and I've been just blessed and fortunate, to do what I do and enjoy it while I'm doing it. Do you know what I mean? A bit of TV, obviously, and that's always very uncomfortable speaking about. Do you know what I mean? That sort of thing. I tend to let my work speak for myself. But I think the real stars are in, the restaurants, turning to every day, just putting out fantastic dishes. So I actually came across Chef and Ruby, and they allowed me to come in and to see what they're doing, and they just, give a hand if I can do, and learn a little bit as well. So.
Wow. So the fact that we have access to, I know people, you worked hard, you guys both have worked hard, but I know the platform of TV and Iron Chef, that elevates it tremendously. So I know that, just you're getting the recognition that you've worked hard for. So I know people like to hear, cool stuff. People like to hear. So what are some of the shows you've been on that you've competed on, something that we've heard of?
Right. Well, initially, I cut my teeth in the TV world on Chopped, Food Network's Chopped.
Sure.
So I was just a bit lucky, in the right place at the right time. Do you know what I mean? 3 consecutive episodes. They like to refer to me as the first Chopped Grand Champion.
Really?
Like I said, I was just lucky.
How long ago was that?
That was 2010. Right.
So really, when they were beginning, almost,
yeah,
right?
They obviously had a large following. I was unfamiliar with the show, but since I came on, the concept changed a bit. Before it was like an antagonistic sort of thing, but now it's sort of like a feel-good thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't think you have to boast and brag. You know what I mean? Either you can cook good or you can't.
Right.
It's simple as that. You know what I mean? So there, I went into Iron Chef and successful as that. From that, I got my own show with BBC America here in the States. It's called No Kitchen Required.
Really?
Did a lot of guest spots like Chopped All Stars, Kosher Games All Stars. Currently I'm a recurring judge on Guys Grocery Games and Beatbox.
Sure.
That sort of thing.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, so there's all these little bits involved.
So you're pretty good. So you're a pretty good chef. Okay. So we got that.
Yeah.
That's
So like I said, it's always, it's always fun to talk
right.
about.
And I know we spoke for a second about this is really your first real kosher, into the kosher foray, that you're cooking, some of the dishes that you aren't able to cook, with before. The ingredients are somewhat limited. Although in dairy, you probably can get away with more than meat. But are you excited about it? What is something that I know that you're following Chef Soto's lead over here? But what are some of the dishes, and Jose, if you can kind of elaborate, what are some of the dishes, especially this week, that people can look forward to, as opposed to if they've been here before, why they should come back this week, and who's never been here before?
Well, today and this week and next week also, and the whole summer, I just gonna be taking our fresh fish like Arctic char
Just had that.
Poach it and
Very nice.
thank you, dark char poached with vanilla bean and smoked egg yolk and tomato sauce. That's just simple as that, and enjoy the good springy summer dish. And then we have many appetizers to eat and enjoy. They're on the menu also, but just create what Earth gives us.
Very nice. So I know you make your own pastas.
Yeah, we make our own pastas, or we still follow the same philosophy what we got taught and to execute. And so pastas, pizza doughs,
Everything.
Yeah.
So someone comes here, they're getting homemade pasta, fresh pizza, salmon, the tuna, sea bass, desserts. I know you have some fantastic.
Caramelized Pear Tart, and I created this creme glaze that you without gelatin, and then it's like melted ice cream on top of it. So it's quite delicious to eat that. Well, I should have gonna make some more today.
I love the even pronouncing it, the zabaglione.
Yeah, the coffee flavor.
Oh, I just love saying that. By the way, it's like such a cool name.
Yeah.
Let me hear.
Sabaglione.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. The watermelon salad. I saw that.
Grilled and fresh with corn, feta, fried quinoa.
Oh.
Banging.
So Ruby, customers, what are some of the feedback that they've been? I know you're here all the time, which, by the way, is probably one of the most important things of a restaurant is that the owner, or at least someone representing the restaurant that can handle it, be here. So I give you credit. Everyone that I've spoken to, says Ruby's always there. Great guy. Always going over to the customer. So is that something that you take pride in, and just making sure that you're on top of everything?
Absolutely. Yes, it's very important to me that when customers leave here, they left it with a really great experience. Not only an eating experience, but a whole dining experience. From the ambiance of you looking around, and the whole, then of course comes to the chefs, and then just liking the whole, interactive with myself.
Right. Again, it's about being a people person.
Yeah.
It's some people are born with it, or just something that just friendly, just someone who's you don't have to be we joke around foodies. We joke around. Are you a foodie? And I don't know if you guys like that term over here. I know it's
a good term. I mean, it's just. I mean. We're foodies, but at the same time, I don't want to call it that.
No, but I think that, especially
people throw it around,
right?
A bit, it's a bit like casual. They've got to call you something, right? You know what I mean?
Right. So, it's a catchy name. It's cute. I think it happened. I think the Food Network has elevated the whole palate of the consumer. I think that people watch these shows and they want to be part of it. They want to practice, and you have some fantastic. I think with social media and the Food Network has really made a lot of people foodies.
That's true. They become well informed.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? That
Right.
sort of thing.
And I'm sure you appreciate that when someone comes in and appreciates the artistry that you have. No more penne alla vodka, even though that's good. It's the same.
Making mean penne.
I know. But or a baked ziti. Again, we love the baked ziti. We love the macaroni and cheese. But
I love that. So I'll make it.
You'll make it, sure.
Right.
But
a little different.
But that's very cool. All right, so you're here all week.
Yeah.
The restaurant is on Coney Island Avenue. Between N and O. What are the hours of the restaurant?
We're open from 1 till 11 at night, and Saturdays we're open from 10 till around 2.
Okay, so you're open late. Wow. All right, so you have lunch. You have a separate lunch menu, or is it?
Lunch menu, and we have a separate dinner menu, and we'll be having breakfast soon, coming in about 2 weeks.
All right. So anybody on the group who has any questions, very quickly, we're going to end in a couple of minutes. But if anyone has any questions for these guys, let us know. We got some strong guys over here. These are big guys. So again, where do you see in kosher in about 5 years from now? Where is it going to be?
I just want to see food treated well. It's not as much where kosher wants to be. I just respect your ingredients, and everything has its upgrades, but just keep doing what the establishment asks of you, and continue and be successful. That's it.
One of the things I love about the chef is just that when he makes his food, it's not about being kosher. I mean, obviously it's kosher, but he doesn't look at it as kosher. He looks at it as food. He looks at a corn. He looks at mozzarella cheese. It's all about the freshness. It's all about the quality. It's all about the the style, the flavor. It's not about necessarily the kosher. It's about the experience you're gonna have once it's on that plate and you take it into your mouth and you just want to say, wow. Whether you're kosher or you're not, when you take that first bite, you're gonna say, wow.
All right.
And that's what really makes it.
All right, that's a big challenge.
Yeah. And
all right, that's a challenge to everybody.
That's a challenge in the kosher world.
Yeah.
And that's what
I think it's a challenge, by the way, probably in any restaurant also.
I would think so, but you know what? I think that the consensus is that it's to label, the cuisine, that sort of thing. Right. Most people are not aware of what kosher food can be. But pretty much like Ruby said, why it's food. And it takes a deft hand, and it takes a lot of passion and creativity to do good food. I mean, there's a demand, no matter who you are, where you go, what your network is, who you love. Do you know what I mean? Everybody likes to eat good food.
Right.
And I'm really, really lucky. I come across Chef, and it's like, this guy is like, he's the real deal. You know what I mean? And I don't throw compliments around just to, just to, sweet talk somebody. But it's really exciting.
And you can sweet talk. with that voice, man, you can sweet talk.
No, but this guy, like I said, he's a budding star. And like I said, and I should know.
You want to tell us? We've known Jose for
5 years now.
5 years?
Yeah.
Wow, it felt longer even. But all right, fantastic. So first of all, very quickly before we end, where can we? After this, where are you headed?
Well, Thursday night you can tune in to I'll be on Beat Bobby Flay. That's 10 p.m. on Food Network.
So you're going to compete with him, or you're going to be one of the judges?
No. Bobby won't allow me to compete against him. I mean, God bless him. When I did Iron Chef, I requested either Morimoto or Bobby Flay. Morimoto was unavailable. Bobby said he didn't want to do it. So
really,
that's the word I got. But you know what?
So
He's a lovely bloke. I'm doing my own project right now that I'm producing, that I've created, and I'll also be hosting as well. So hopefully we'll look forward to that on the Esquire network. But until then, I'm continuing to learn and meet good people and that sort of thing.
All right, cool. So again, you guys can get a chance to try this kind of food here. It's nowhere else really that you can have this. And the fact that we have a celebrity chef here, and we have a celebrity chef the whole time here, but he's a guest chef, and we have a big celebrity chef. Very quickly, I want to show people the menu. I think that they haven't seen that, or they're asking. While we quickly take a look, what are some of the favorites, the popular items that people get? Especially the starters, let's say.
Gnocchi and egg and mushrooms.
Okay.
Very popular with caramelized apples. And then there's butternut squash soup.
Beautiful presentation.
Acorn.
The roasted beet salad. Just everything goes.
Okay. The sea bass, people, that's one of my favorites. Again, here. Oh, I like.
Oh yeah, tuna and salmon tartare.
Just what? Some specials you have?
It's in the lunch menu. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I want people to come for lunch, some people to come for dinner. So I want to give them a variety for they can come down.
And there's also pizza. You have
artisanal pizzas. Yeah.
All right, so you guys can see this. What I like about the menu, and again, this is something that I've always spoken to owners about, is not having a book. Your menu should not be more than 2 pages. So the fact that you have a couple of starters, a couple of pastas,
and I just have a specials, and
so you specialize in what you do. You're not having thousands of ingredients that's not being used and getting old and stale. So the fact that you have some of these items that they're moving. There's a popular one that's perfect. Yeah. All right, we have one more question from Isaac Bergman. For Chef Cowan, are there any meat flavors that you can replicate, and for Soto as well, are there any meat flavors that you can replicate well for kosher dairy cooking?
That's probably a question for Chef Soto.
Okay, the ribeye, tomahawk steak, those could be easily replicated in kosher.
Tuna, you mean, or what?
Oh wait, for kosher steak, you say?
Right, but I'm saying, are there any meat flavors that you could?
Oh, I'm sorry.
For dairy.
For dairy, okay, I didn't hear the dairy word. No.
I've heard that sometimes a good tuna steak will actually have that steak.
I've done tuna au pois. I've done Harsier grilled tunas, different outings. So yeah, you could recreate those seasonings and put them on fish, especially on the red meat like tuna. Then yes, you could definitely do that. Take a pois and apply to it and sear it harder.
Right.
And you do the traditional au pois sauce, which you can only do in kosher, not in meat.
Right. I'm sure again there are a lot of sauces that you can do with your salads, and that some of the starters that you can probably replicate meat, dairy. The starters are a lot of them are vegetarian. So in fact, speaking about vegetarian. That's something that you have a lot of dairy. A lot of people who can't eat dairy can they
I
still?
don't have that much vegan. I mean, actually, I do have a salad, but they're always going to have the cheese product into it. So,
Okay.
You can get the cheese on the side.
yeah,
Sure.
sure.
Not the cheese.
right.
But then you'll take away part of the
And
experience.
you get a lot of gluten-free customers, and
We
all of a sudden
have
everyone's
requests,
gluten-free.
but all in due time.
Yeah. All right. Again, you have a fabulous menu. It's very succinct. It's nicely laid out, and so I know you guys have a busy night ahead of you. I appreciate the time.
Thank you very
We'll
much.
try a few dishes. We'll let everyone know, and great job. I know great feedback so far. I know it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. So this is just the beginning, and so we wish you luck. And
Thank you. Thank
my
you, everyone.
pleasure.
Cheers.
Madison, great to see you.
And you.
Thank you so
Jose,
much.
Ruby, thank you very much, guys. We'll see you later. All right, live from Cambio on Coney Island between N and O. You're here until tonight. What time?
11:30.
11:30. Very, very late. So come on by. All right, guys. See you later. Reporting live from Cambio Restaurant in Midwood, Brooklyn. Over and out.